before we give out the picks, I'm going to say, hey, this is about a midpoint of the season. We want to go over our records with you. Oh. Welcome to another episode of Dave
and Dan
Free Sports Bet.
Week 7 of NFL and Week 8 of college.
We're at a midpoint of the season on both NFL and college. As of now, in college football, we are 9-5.
That's great.
Very good record. However, in NFL, we are
4 wins. Oh, God.
4 wins, 10 losses, and 1 push. But there's plenty of season left to go. We will try to improve our record from here on. For week 8 in college, I'll give you 2 best bets. First, it's Michigan Wolverine versus Michigan State Spartans. Michigan is laying 7 points at Michigan State. This is a very competitive rivalry game. In recent years, Michigan State always had the best of Michigan Wolverines, and I don't see any different happening this time. Take the points plus 7 at Michigan State to cover against Michigan Wolverines this Saturday.
Where are they playing?
In Lansing, Michigan.
Okay.
And for my second best bet, I'm gonna give you Tennessee taking plus 29 points against Alabama. As you are aware, last week I took Alabama laying 28 points against Missouri.
And we won!
In Tuscaloosa. But this time, Alabama is traveling on the road. And plus, the current Tennessee coach is former assistant coach Mich St last year. So take the points plus 29 for Tennessee to cover against Alabama.
Not going to be a blowout.
Not a blowout, but Alabama will still win it, but they'll win it by only 2 touchdowns. For week 7 of the NFL, Dan will have how many picks?
I'm going to give 3 this time.
3 again.
All right. So last week I won 2, and I had a minute left, and I could have won that third one if Cincinnati could have held. The professionals were correct in saying that historical trends of Pittsburgh owning Cincinnati's buck. So this week I'm going to go with a historical trend again that the pros think will happen. And that is New Orleans coming off a bye against Baltimore Ravens in the Ravens home field. And I'm going to suggest to you as an amateur bettor to get Baltimore Ravens minus 2.5 against New Orleans Saints, because the New Orleans Saints, Drew Brees has never won against the Ravens on their home field outdoors. And then the second best bet, Monday night, the New York Giants is traveling to Atlanta Falcons, who's very poor in defense, but the Atlanta Falcons should win. They're currently at minus 6 as of this Wednesday. And so I suggest get the number early because it could rise to a touchdown. And then my last bet that I like is Tampa Bay Buccaneers minus 3 against Cleveland Browns. And I believe Cleveland is starting to show their true colors. And Tampa Bay, they just fired their defensive coach and they're really fired up for the last week's loss. And so they're going to cover at home minus 3 against the Cleveland Browns.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Baker Mayfield is hurt.
Yes, but he will probably still play with a hurt ankle because he's a tough guy.
So he won't be 100%.
He's going to lose. Yes. So those are my 3 bets. To recap, it's Baltimore Ravens at home against New Orleans Saints minus 2.5. Tampa Bay Buccaneers minus 3 at home against Cleveland Browns. And Atlanta Falcons minus 6 against the New York Giants. Good luck.
And for college, to recap, 2 best bets. Take Tennessee plus 29 to cover against Alabama. And also the rivalry game in Michigan, state of Michigan. Michigan versus Michigan State. Michigan State catching 7 points at home. Take the points.
Yes.
7.
Let's watch this rivalry game.
Yeah. So enjoy this weekend's game. This has been Dave
and Dan,
Free Sports Bet,
saying goodbye
and good luck.